Hello everybody and welcome to the E3 2019 Square Enix press conference review from Jedi Dropouts Productions. I'm your host Ryan Taylor, and this was the one press conference I actually got to sit down and watch the whole way through live. Just because of obligations and the timing of it all. I was at work for quite a bit of these, to be honest. And I thought this was really good. I feel like Square Enix had the most to prove this year, because last year their press conference was awful. It was not good. They just showed a bunch of stuff we already saw, didn't talk about the games we wanted to see, and so on. This was the complete opposite, in my opinion. So let's get into it. Of course, they started everything off with Final Fantasy VII, the remake. Now, a lot of people were worried about the pricing on this game, if they were going to have to pay full price for not complete games. I don't think they have anything to worry about here. Yes, you have to pay full price for the first episode of Final Fantasy VII Remake, but they also talked about how once they got into it, these episodes became full-length games of their own. And the first episode of Final Fantasy VII Remake is going to be released on March 3rd of 2020, and it is going to take 2 Blu-ray discs just to fit this one game. So I think you're fine. It is the Midgar portion of the original game, and we got to see a ton of gameplay. I don't know about anybody else, but this game looks excellent. I think the gameplay looks fucking phenomenal. I never played the original. I was never a big Final Fantasy fan, but I'm on board for this. I really am. Might as well touch up on the other Final Fantasy news. Final Fantasy VIII is being remastered. It is out this year on PS4, Switch, Xbox One, and PC. War of the Visions is a follow-up to the mobile game Final Fantasy Brave Exvius that is in development, no release date on that. And Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Remastered is out this winter on mobile devices, Nintendo Switch, and PS4. So yeah, a lot of Final Fantasy updates and a lot of remastered, a lot of sequels, that kind of thing. So one thing they also did a lot of was bringing games to the West for the first time. So let's get into a little bit of that. First up is Romancing Saga 3, finally coming to the West for PS4, Vita, Switch, PC, Xbox One, iOS, and Android. Saga Scarlet Grace is also coming to the West on Switch, PS4, Steam, iOS, and Android. We didn't get release dates for any of these, of course, but let's see. I feel like there might be a couple more. No, I think that maybe is it. I could be wrong there. I might have missed some stuff. So we also got the announcement of Outriders. Now this is a 1, 2, 3, not 1, 2, 3, but a 1 up to 3 player co-op shooter coming out summer of 2020. It's from People Can Fly, the creators of Gears of War Judgment. And I mean, we didn't really get to see a whole lot. It's a sci-fi looking shooter. It's coming out for Xbox One, PS4, and PC. Let me see. Kingdom Hearts 3 fans, we're getting a DLC called Remind this winter. Showed a little trailer of that. Let me see. We've got the game Oninaki. This is the latest from Tokyo RPG Factory, the creators of I Am Setsuna and Lost Sphere. That's going to be available on August 22nd this year. Let's see. The Last Remnant is being remastered and is available on Switch right now. It was a pretty short press conference. I realize I'm flying through this pretty fast. Circuit Superstars. This is a new indie game I'm actually very interested in. It is a top-down racing game coming in 2020, developed by Original Fire Games. And the idea is to combine the realistic racing controls of current modern racing games with the classic top-down format of a racing game. I'm so on board for this. I love top-down racers. We just don't get them anymore. They're as a genre that's been lost to time, right? And I hope this maybe kind of spurs a comeback. Lastly, I know this is the last one already. The very, very exciting, the game that I was waiting for most from E3, Marvel's Avengers. We got a release date, May 15th, 2020, and we finally know what this game is. It is an action-adventure story-based game where you get to play as Captain America, Iron Man, the Incredible Hulk, Thor, and Black Widow. Yes, Hawkeye has been shunned here a little bit. But they showed off quite a bit of the story trailer. We didn't really get to see a lot of gameplay. Very similar in ways to Endgame in that it is set years after a disastrous event and so on. We got this voice cast that's including Troy Baker and Nolan North, so top quality voice acting. And excitingly, there is a 4-player online co-op mode. Any new characters and maps will be free. There's no paid DLC. It's all going to be added on for free. No loot boxes, no pay to win, none of that shit. Honestly, I know a lot of people are shitting on this based on the character designs, but I don't mind it. It doesn't look anything like the Avengers we got in the movies, but there's nothing wrong with how they look, in my opinion. I especially like the design of Bruce Banner. And lastly, they ended off on a little teaser for Hank Pym. So hopefully we get Ant-Man as a post-launch character. Or maybe at launch, who knows? I'm on board for this. If this is the next, say, Marvel's Spider-Man in that vein, I mean, we don't know for sure yet if it's going to be of that quality, but if it's even close, I'm on board. And I will definitely be getting this game. So yeah, that is everything that Square Enix announced at their press conference. A little bit short, but the big hitters here being Final Fantasy VII Remake and Marvel's Avengers, which were the two games I was hoping they would talk about last year, and they didn't. They didn't say a word. They delivered this year. Release dates, gameplay, the whole shebang. And so, based on that, I'm actually going to give this press conference... if you are not familiar and if you haven't listened to the show before, we like to score things on the good pizza scale, patent pending. And that's out of a total of 8 slices. So I think I'm going to give this one 7 slices. I'm gonna go bold on this. I really enjoyed this. I really enjoyed how they were no filler, straight to the goods, no bullshit. I like this press conference. I really did. And on that note, that is it. That is the end of the Square Enix E3 2019 press conference review. Thank you for listening, as always. Much appreciated. And if you want to hear more of these E3 press conference reviews or more episodes of Jedi Dropouts, Final Forum, and anything else we do, you can check that out over at www.jedidropouts.podbean.com or wherever you listen to your podcasts. And until next time, I will catch you guys later.
This has been a Jedi Dropouts production.